Yeah, sure.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you. Guys, mute yourself and mute your camera as well. I'm seeing some people they're open the camera. Okay, so today let us discuss about the Linux. So how I will explain the Linux is by comparing with Windows. With Windows, I will compare. So let's say in Windows, if you want to see any files or folders, what you will do? You will go to some specific drive, and inside that drive, you will double click. It will show you what all files and folders that are present in that particular directory. Right? If you see, all these files are it is displaying here. Okay. So like this, what we can do?
Not able to see your screen, like we are seeing only in Notepad.
Okay, yeah. 1 second. Okay. Now you are able to see my screen.
Yeah, yes.
Okay. Fine. So if you want to display anything in Windows, what you will do? You will go and click on that particular folder. So what it will do? It will display all the list of files and folders that are present in the particular folder. Okay. But when it comes to Linux, in Linux, everything is command based. Everything is command based. Everything is command based. What you need to do, if you want to do any operation on Linux, you need to execute the command, and then only it will display a output for you. In Linux, mandatory, we need to execute a command to list the files and folders in Linux. We will use a command. We'll use a command. What is that command? We'll use a command ls. Use a command ls. The syntax here, the command I will tell it as syntax. Command I will tell as syntax. So the syntax or the command. Okay, you can say command as well, no problem. You can say syntax as well. So here, the command that is used to list the files and folders present in that particular folder is ls. ls means list. The command ls means list. So what it will do, it will list all the files and folders present in that particular directory. Here to execute the commands, I am using one git bash terminal. Git bash terminal. This is nothing, very simple. You can go and download this one from internet. Just go and type git bash download for Windows. Just if you go and type git bash download for Windows, you can go and download that one. You see here downloads, the downloads, if you see Windows. So if you click on that one, automatically it will download the files. Okay. So like this, what you can do, you can go and download that particular git bash from this particular website. Why we are using git bash? Why we are using git bash here? We are using git bash to execute Linux commands in Windows. To execute Linux commands in Windows. Guys, everyone please mute yourself. Please don't disturb the class. Okay, here we are downloading the git bash to execute the Linux commands in Windows. Okay, so this is the git bash. This is the git bash which I already downloaded. If you download the software and if you give double click, automatically it will go and install the Linux here. Here we have given a command called ls. ls means list. So how to give the command, how to execute this command? Just you give ls and if you give enter, see it is automatically displaying all the list and all the files and folders that are present in that particular folder. In that particular folder, what all files are there, it is displaying for us. But if you see, it is not giving me the full information. It's not giving any information here. It is just telling this there is some files, there is some file, there is some folder, and there is some document. It is giving that information alone. But I want to know the details, when it was created and at what time it was created and who created. All those details I want to know. So how we can know those details? Again, in Linux, everything is command based. We need to execute by using a commands only. So here I'm giving ls space everything. Okay, one more thing before telling that in Linux, every command will have one option. In Linux, every command will have options. Every commands will have options. So using those commands, we will execute those commands. So here we are using ls. What ls is doing? It is listing all the files and folders. Let's say if you go and click on some folder in Windows, let's say here some Maven is there. I'm clicking on that. It is displaying me all these details here. Maven, iPhone, class, like that it is displaying. But it is not in Windows. If I give ls, it is not displaying the date, type, and size of that particular folder and files here in Windows. So how we can come to know about those files, folders, and date modified and a type and size? How we will come to know that? Okay. Again, what we need to do? We need to use an options. In Linux, for every command will have option. So we need to use those options. So let's say for ls, what are the options we have? ls, after ls, we need to give -l. -l means long. L means long. Okay, L means long. So let us go and execute that particular command. Let me move to that particular folder where we are having in Windows. Here, ls space -l. You see here, it is displaying all the information. It's displaying all the information. See when was this created? January 15th. At what time it was created? At 1941. This also. So what it is doing? It is giving you the full information. If you give ls-l, it is giving you full information. If you give ls, it is giving only the files and folders that are present in that particular directory, folder. here one more point I want to confirm to you that folder in Windows, we will call folder. In Linux, we will call it as directory. We'll call it as directory. Okay. In Windows, we will call folder. In Linux, we will call it as directory. Okay. So here, what we are doing, we are listing what all files and folders that are present in that particular directory, and we are giving an options for that particular command. So the option here is -l. Okay. So what we are going to do here, let's say you want to create a directory. Here in Windows, we will call folder. In Windows, we will call folder. In Linux, we will call it as directory. In Linux, we will call it as directory. And here, what we are going to do, let's say if you want to create one folder, if you want to create one folder in Windows, if you want to create any folder, how you will create? Right click, new, and folder name. So you can give the folder name here. Guys, please mute yourself. Let's say I want to create a folder called sample. We create a folder called sample. So this is a sample folder. I create, right click and give the name. But again, in Linux, everything is command based. In Linux, everything is command based. Everything is command based. So how to create a directory in Linux? In Linux, we will call folder as directory. Okay. How to create a directory in Linux? How to create a directory in Linux. For that, what we will do? We will use a command called mkdir, and that particular directory name. Mkdir and that particular directory name. Okay, so what it will do? Automatically, it will create a directory. So here, let's execute that command, mkdir, the directory name. So what is the directory name we are going to give? Let's say demo. I'm creating a folder called demo, directory called demo. So I'm giving mkdir demo. Now let us go and see whether directory was created or not. Here the directory name is demo. So if you give demo, automatically it will create a folder called demo here. Now, if you go and give ls-l, it will give you the folder name demo. You see, when it was created, it is created on January 11th. And the directory name is demo. Okay. So like this, what we can do, we can create a directory, and we can list all the files and folders in that particular directory. Okay. Now, as I said, like every command in Linux will have an options. So for mkdir also there might be some other options, right? Let's say you want to create three directories at a time. If you want to create three subdirectories, at a time. At a time, if you want to create three subdirectories, means like, let's say demo is there, demo 1 is there, demo 2 is there, and demo 3 is there, like this. So all these directories, if you want to create at a time, not one after one. So to create a directory, what you will do, you will use mkdir. But if you want to create all at a time, all the 4 at a time, if you want to create, there is an option for mkdir command, mkdir -p, and you need to give the directory names. Give directory name. What it will do? Automatically, it will create the subdirectories. Automatically, it will create subdirectories. Let me execute those commands. Let me execute. -p. Okay, small p. It's not a capital P, it's a small p. Okay, so if you see now, it might automatically create it. Let us go and see that. Let's go and see that. So demo, after that demo 1, after that demo 2, after that demo 3. Okay, I am moving into the directory. If you see here, it created all these directories here. Okay, so this is how you will create a directory in Linux. Okay, and now there is one more thing. You create a directory, that is fine, but if you want to move from one directory to another directory, how you will move? In Windows, what you will do, if you have a directory here, you will click on that, and if you click on, let's say if you want to go to this source folder, if you double click on that, automatically you will go into that, and inside the main, if you double click on that, it will go. But in Linux, everything is command based. In order to change the directory, here directory means folder. In Linux, directory means folder. Here, if you want to, let's say here you have a demo directory, and from demo directory, if you want to move to the demo 1 directory, and from demo 1 to demo 2, like this, how you will do that? We have a command again. That is nothing but change directory. Change directory. Change directory. That means here is cd. cd in short, we will call this as cd. cd means change directory. Change directory. How you will change? By using cd space the directory name. Directory name. So what it will do? It will automatically move from one directory to another directory. cd change directory. Okay. Here what we are doing? We will do cd space cd space the directory name. So here which directory we are taking? Here we are taking the directory as demo. So I moved into that directory. And from there again, if you want to move into demo 1, cd space demo 1. I'm moving into that directory. Again, cd space demo 2, moving into the directory. So like this, what we can do, we can move from one directory to another directory in the Linux. So here we have moved from one directory to another directory by using a cd command. If you want to come out of that particular directory, you moved into the directory, fine. You are moving into the directory by using change directory cd space that particular folder name. That is fine. But if you want to come out of those directories to move out of the directory, move out of the directory, move out of the directory, what you will do, you will use cd space dot dot slash dot dot slash dot dot min. If you have 3 directories, you will give dot dot. If you have 1 directory, you will give dot dot. So here, if you see, we are in the demo2 directory. I want to come out of one directory. I am giving cd dot dot. See, we came out. We are in demo1 now. Before, we are in demo2. Like this, if you give cd dot dot again, we are coming out of one step out of that particular demo directory. Again, if you want to come out, you need to give cd dot dot. See, it came out of that directory. So like this, what we can do, we can move from one directory to another directory by using a command called cd dot dot. So that what you can do, you can automatically move from one directory to another directory in Linux. And if you want to, let's say you are in demo3 directory, demo3 directory. Demo3 directory. And if you want to come out of that directory, what you need to do, you need to, let's say you want to come out of those demo3 directories at a time. At a time, if you want to come out, what we need to do, we need to give cd space hyphen. cd space hyphen. So what it will do, it will automatically come out of those directories at a time. See, if you see, from demo3 to demo1, it came out at a time. So for that, what we used a command called cd hyphen. We give cd hyphen. What it will do, at a time, it will come out of the directories. At a time, it will come out of the directory. At a time. So for that, what we have given, cd hyphen. Cd hyphen, at a time it will move out of the directories. Okay, this is one option. So this is one command. And now let us see some other command, like how to check the, okay, let me put one more command, that is how to create a file. We have seen how to create a directory. Now let us see how to create a file. How to create a file in Linux. How to create a file in Linux. In Windows, one second. In Windows, we will create a file. We'll create a file by using right click. If you give right click, And if you go for new and you have a text document, if you click on that, automatically you will give some name, some sample name you will give. Automatically what it will do, it will create a file here, but in Linux, everything is command based. So if you want to create a file in Linux, again, you need to use a command. So to create a file in Linux, we have two ways we can create a file. One is the command is touch command. The first command is touch command, and the second command is vi editor. vi editor. So there are two commands that we can use, touch and vi editor. Okay. So how touch is used? Touch is used to just create a file. Just to touch is used just to create a file. Just to create a file. So, but we cannot edit the file. We can enter the data into the file by using the touch command. We'll just create the file alone. So what is the syntax for that? Touch space file name. Touch space file name. So what it will do? It will just touch the file. It will not edit the file, or it will not edit the file, or we cannot even read the file also by using the touch command. Okay, let me execute that command. I'm giving ls space -l. It's having only one directory here, that is named as a demo1. You can see here. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a file here. How to create a file? Using touch space file name. So here the file name I am giving sample.txt, text file I am creating. So here I am giving ls space -lr, ls -l I am giving. So if you see, it created here. This is the file. It created a file here, sample.txt. Okay. So this is the file. Now what we are going to do? So this is a touch command. We are able to create a file by using touch command. We are able to create a file by using touch command. Now I want to edit the file and enter some data into that particular file. I want to edit the file and enter some data into that particular file. So here we are giving vi. I am giving the vi command. Here we have vi command, vi editor. We are giving vi editor. So vi space the file name. vi space the file name. vi space the file name. So after giving vi space the file name, I am giving enter. You see here, the file was open, but it was not in edit mode. File is open. That's it. It was not in edit mode. Give me a minute, guys.
Yeah, Vamsi, you are in mute actually.
Yeah, give me a minute.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So here we have opened the file. We have not edited the file. We have opened the file. So how to make this particular file to come into the insert mode? Insert mode means is nothing but an edit mode. We need to bring this particular file into the insert mode. So for that what I am doing is I am pressing a key I. I'm pressing a key I in my keyboard. So after pressing, you can see here. You can see here insert mode. You can see the insert mode. Let me press I here. I'm pressing I. So if you see, you're seeing the insert here. You're seeing insert. Okay. So means the file went into the insert mode. The file went into the insert mode. So now here what we can do, we can put some data. You can put some data here. Welcome to Linux and shell script. Welcome to Linux and shell script. I am saving this one. Okay, now I entered some data here. I entered some data here. Entered some data. So I'm going to save this one. I want to save this particular file. How to save this particular file? Now we are in insert mode. Now we are in insert mode. So we need to come out of that particular insert mode. We need to come out of that insert mode. If you press I, it will press I to move the file into insert mode. Insert mode. If you want to come out of that particular mode, any mode, to move out of, okay, first press escape, press escape to move out of insert mode. To move out of insert mode, press escape. Okay, to move out of insert mode, press escape. So now let me press escape here. I pressed escape. If you see, insert mode it came out of the insert mode. It's not there. It came out of the insert mode. Fine. But how to save this one? We have came out of the insert mode, but how to save that? How to save the file? How to save the file in Linux? In Windows means what we will do? We will use Control S. We will use Control S. In Windows, we will use Control plus S. So automatically it will save. But in Linux, what we need to do? We use colon W. We use colon W. Use colon W. So colon W, it is used to save the file. :w is used to save the file. So let us go and give :w. :w. So it saved the file. Now it saved the file. How you will come to know? It is telling it as return. Telling return. Return means it saved. Return means it saved the file. Okay. But we have not came out of the file. We have saved the file. That's it. But we have not came out of the file. So how to come out of that particular file? How to come out of that particular file? We need to give come out means quit. If you want to quit out of that particular file, :q. What it will do? It will quit out of the file in Linux. It will quit out of the file in Linux. It will quit out of the file in Linux. Okay. So this is the way how we can quit out of the file in Linux. Okay. So let me give that :q. So what it will do? It will quit. It will quit out of the file. :q. See, it came out of the file here. Okay. So this is the way how we can quit. Okay. Fine. Yet it's a time for to end the session today. This 1 hour sessions daily we are conducting. So today almost we started a little late as this is the first session. So from tomorrow we will continue on time at 6:30 p.m. IST daily 1 hour. Okay. Yeah. Now you can ask questions if you have anything for today. Okay. So if you have no questions, we will wind up for today, guys. And we will meet tomorrow at same time. And tomorrow we will continue with the Linux commands, Linux basics, because Linux basics is very important for the DevOps engineer. That's the reason I'm telling the Linux basics here. Okay. After completion of the Linux basic commands, I will go for the shell scripting part. Any doubts? Okay.